Hi, welcome to Boyz Crack School. In this video we're going to be looking at foot placement in thin hands jamming. So the first point to note in thin hands jamming is that your foot is not going to place as deeply in the crack because it's so much more narrow. So the key with this is that when you turn your foot sideways, you're getting as narrow a profile in the foot as possible so that you're able to really slide and get as deep as possible with those toes in the crack before then turning your ankle and applying that torsional force with the foot in the crack. The second point with thin foot crack jamming is that we really notice when we take a foot or a shoe is that it's a much wider on certain sections of the shoe. So around the big toe area is quite wide and bulky, whereas around by the little toe and the edge of the round of the foot it's much narrower. So this becomes our secret weapon on really thin jams. So with this in mind, when we have those very thinnest jams, we're going to be placing this part of our foot, so the outer edge of the foot placement, into the crack first, and we're going to be doing what's called a toe round jam. What's important about the toe round jam in a really thin foot jam is that we're placing this part of the foot in first, which means that we have to drop the heel a little bit lower. So rather than placing into the crack in a more perpendicular position, we're dropping that heel down a little lower and we're really emphasising and working on this part of the foot for the jamming. One issue that we see commonly with climbers is that they wear a very tight fitted shoe, which means that their toes are really curled up in the front of the shoe, and this creates a high volume in the front part of the shoe when trying to enter the crack. If we wear a more relaxed fit of shoe and the toes are more extended and lying flatter inside the shoe, we have a much narrower profile and volume, and we're able to fit deeper into the crack, and therefore the jams are a lot better with your feet.